Welcome back to Slushie Review. I forgot what it's called. Welcome back to Slushie Review. This is Keith.
And this is Chris.
And today we bring you Xmen.
Come on.
Almost said X3. Xmen The Last Stand. Third movie in our trilogy, our X-Men trilogy.
Not a number 3, though. Whose fucking idea was that? X-Men, X2, X-Men United sometimes.
Sometimes. Not all the time.
And then X-Men,
The Last Stand.
Not X-Men 3, The Last Stand. Not X3.
I love it.
Just X-Men The Last Stand.
I love it.
I love it, but it's also made a fool of me a few times in text messages between Keith and I over the past few days.
Chris texted me and said, X3 tomorrow? And I was like, you mean The Last Stand? Because we made it a point. If you look at X-Men on Disney Plus, X2 does not show up because X-Men is not in the title. And it's hilarious. Because we were doing X-Men, we were talking about doing these movies. Chris was like, X-Men 2 isn't on there. And I'm like, oh, it's on there. But you got to look up X2. Because that's the name of it. And the reason why it's different is because it's low-key the best one. But we'll get to that. Let's see. Today, Slushie Review is brought to you by Homemade Slushies. Chris's idea, strawberry and lemonade mixed together.
No one's ever done that before.
No one's ever done that before. So, give him credit where credit is due. They're pretty good, actually.
I'm going to copyright that flavor. Everyone's going to owe me a lot of money.
Color code said documents. TM.
The verbal trademark. Goddamn.
That's an agreement. Speaking of
I love it.
Color code
said document. Come on.
TM. Oh, man. We're just having fun today. It's a good day.
Every day.
It's February something or another. Let's see. You know what? We're just going to get straight into the episode because fuck it, why not? Thank you for listening. We definitely appreciate it. Make sure you follow us at Slushie Review on Twitter at Slushie Review. You can also check us out on YouTube. Just search Slushie Review. We pop up. We're the first result. And then check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Google Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts. And also, coming soon, Instagram. Follow us on IG.
The gram.
At Slushie Review Podcast.
Yes.
We just started it. Need some followers, need some likes. And welcome back after that long time period. And we are going to get started with X-Men The Last Stand Numero Trace with the cast, with young Chris.
That's me. All right. First up, Hugh Jackman as Wolverine is back. Halle Berry is back as Storm. Ian McKellen, Sir Ian McKellen, excuse me, back as Magneto. Patrick Stewart back as Charles Xavier. What?
I go to IMDb. I typed in X3. You know what popped up? The Last Stand, baby.
Okay, so somebody's out to get me. I think it's just you at this point.
I didn't do it.
Which is it? Well, which is it? Because it knows what you meant.
It went away.
I saw it.
Oh, man. Good times.
Anywho.
Sorry, I just had to tell you. I was like, let's see what happens.
The bane of my existence.
Look at it.
Famke Janssen is back as Jean Grey / Phoenix. Anna Paquin as Rogue. New to the series, Kelsey Grammer as Dr. Henry Hank McCoy, the Beast. Amazing. James Marsden is back as Cyclops. Rebecca Romijn is back as Mystique. Sean Ashmore is back as Iceman. Aaron Stanford is back as Pyro. We've got some newcomers here then. Well, more newcomers, I should say. Vinnie Jones is the Juggernaut bitch. Elliot Page is Kitty Pryde / Shadowcat. Daniel Cudmore is Colossus. Ben Foster is Angel. Michael Murphy is Warren Worthington II, Angel's father. Let's keep going. Daniel Ramirez is Callisto. I'm pretty much going to be mostly mutants. Joseph Summer is the President. Bill Duke from Predator is Bolivar Trask, who will one day invent the Sentinels. Eric Dane is Multiple Man. Saving that one for later. Cameron Bright is Leech. Kia Wong is Jubilee. Shauna Kane is Siren. They're really background characters in this one. Where is she? Sorry if I butcher your name. May Melanson or Khan. Psylocke. Omaria is Arclight. Ken Lung as Kid Omega, who I thought was named Quill for some reason, but is not.
Wait, where you at? Sorry. So sorry. Oh, okay, Psylocke.
Yeah.
Arclight. Did you skip a couple people?
I skipped a few people.
Okay.
It's like guards and shit.
Oh, okay. Because I didn't hear you say Jubilee, but go ahead. You're good.
No, I think I did say Jubilee.
Okay, maybe you did. I missed it.
We only hear his voice, but R. Lee Ermey is the sergeant doing the drill sergeant bit, which is hilarious. Aside from that, nobody else important aside from Hose Guy, Hose Man, the man, Stan Lee.
Hilarious.
He's the last one I wanted to mention. So that is the cast of X-Men, number redacted, The Last Stand.
Also, Moira.
Oh shit.
She was at the very bottom uncredited. Somebody named Olivia Williams.
Uncredited.
Yeah, I thought she was. I thought she looked more familiar than somebody I didn't know. But I have no idea who this lady is. So, but yeah. All right. So that's the cast. So we are on to the plot.
Yes, it's over to Keith for the young plot of X-Men, The Last Stand 3.
Hello. Let me start up. Let me just say, I was looking at IMDb. Their plot starts off, the human government. I was like, oh, nice. That's a good. Just to let you know, not the unhuman government, or I guess a mutant government, but they don't have their own government. Either way,
Not yet.
X3. It starts off actually at a young Jean Grey's house. As we know in X-Men 2, X2,
There it is.
Jean Grey dies. She's dead. Dead as any dead cat has ever been.
There were scratch marks on the inside of the lake.
And so she was dead, is dead, was dead, is dead. And it starts off with a young Uncanny Valley Patrick Stewart and Sir Ian McKellen.
I thought they looked pretty good.
I thought they looked great for 2006.
Yeah.
Like, listen, they didn't have a messed up ass mustache. That's for damn sure. Like, listen, like for 2006.
Yeah.
10 years later, we still can't edit a mustache out though.
Maybe we just don't want to.
That's another thing. Because somebody did a 4-hour version. They edited that shit right out.
There's no mustache in that one.
No, not even a fake
Not
one.
a hint of a mustache.
Not even a little bit. There's a lot of other stuff because it's 4 hours, but I still need to watch that again. Who has the time? Nobody. But I'm gonna figure out the time.
I'll have time to watch like Infinity War and Endgame.
Back to back.
Maybe even back to back. Yeah, and that's like 5 hours. But
So it's like
4
back to
hours for
back.
one movie? Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. In this economy?
Yeah, exactly. In this climate.
All climates.
But no, okay, so we start off at a young Jean Grey's house, and she's a child, and she's powerful as shit. And then you see her powers. She lifts all the cars on her block. You can see that through like the bay window. And then she was reading the minds of Charles and Magneto. This is back when they were friends. And then we fast forward to, we see the Beast, and he's actually like Secretary of Mutant Affairs, and we find out altogether that I don't know, special interest company is making a cure for mutants, and then we find out that the government is actually behind it, and they want to cure all mutants, so they announce it. And they say, guess what? We're going to cure you all. And of course, a lot of people are like, you know, a lot of mutants are like, what cure? Why do we need to be cured? We're special. There's nothing wrong with us. Other mutants are like Beast, you don't have to hide yourself. Which is a good point. It's a great fucking point.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And then, Jean Grey comes back out of nowhere. She's not dead anymore. She kills a certain favorite mutant of mine. And then we find out that she is...
Who are you kidding?
Who could it be? Who is it?
Who is this mysterious man?
Anyway, so
I'm sorry.
Jean Grey. No. Good times. Jean Grey comes back as Phoenix, and she's more powerful than any mutant ever. She's a grade class 5 mutant, and a war gets started between Magneto and his mutants versus the humans and the X-Men. And that's really what this whole movie is about. It's about the humans. The human's ability, as we've seen throughout time and history, not being able to accept someone different than themselves. And I use humans very loosely. And and them trying to, you know, exterminate these other people who look different or are different. And the mutants are trying to fight for themselves. So, as always, they tell you, you know, the human government says it is a choice. You can choose to take the cure. And then we find out they actually have them in the guns.
Yep.
And as always, the humans strike first. We don't know who struck first. We just know that we torched the sky. Simple and plain.
It's in everything.
Thank you. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate that. I feel good. It's not in this, but it felt good.
It's in this episode.
Boom.
It is now.
Boom. Looking for this? Oh, I forgot what he says.
That's your story. It's a terrible story.
So, yeah, that's pretty much the plot. We get some, you know, some friends become enemies, some enemies become friends. We're all better at the end of the story. A lot of people die.
I was going to say, some of us are deader at the end of the story.
Some of us come back alive and then die again. So, yeah. That's pretty much it. It's X-Men, so there's going to be mutants, there's going to be powers, and there are going to be a lot of humans who think that they're better, and they're not. So, simple and plain. Oh, we talk about the cure. The cure actually comes from another mutant named Leech. And his power, I don't really know much about him, but his power is when people get close to him, their mutant powers kind of dissipates or whatever. I'm going to say dissipates instead of disappear because I think dissipate means that it goes away, but it can come back. Spoiler alert. X-Men 4. The last. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Let's get to some likes.
That's it. Let's do it.
Go ahead.
Okay. I didn't write it first, but it's kind of chronologically first. Stan Lee cameo.
Stan Lee cameo, baby. I wrote it first.
Because you know it's going to be in there.
So good.
You know it's going to be in our lists, for one.
No, facts.
And it was very early in the movie, and I loved it.
It was.
Hose guy.
And if you blinked, you would have missed it.
Yep. Also, After not having one in the last movie, just because I don't know why he wasn't in X2. But he was in this.
The name change.
I'm looking for Xmen 2. No, this is X2.
He just went home.
Must be the wrong place. Yeah, he just turned around and he got back on that bus and went home. I guess they're not shooting it today. And just go.
How's your mother?
Don't make me come down there and be in your movie.
Hilarious. I love the fact that he went from a non-speaking part in these 2 movies out of 3 to being in every other MCU movie while he was alive.
And often has lines.
That's just...
Yeah.
Chef kiss.
Superheroes in New York?
Forget about it.
Come on.
Yeah, he doesn't.
I don't know.
Realize he doesn't say
I don't know
that.
what he says afterwards. I just remember him saying superheroes in New York and then something dismissive. But yeah, like he's the hot dog guy. He's the hose guy. Right into our hearts.
Is he in Iron Man?
The first one?
Yeah. He's definitely in the Hulk, I think, if I remember correctly.
Don't do this to me. He has to be.
I was just thinking, is he?
Is it the first one or is it the second Iron Man? Oh, maybe it's the second one. That he calls him like Hef because he's wearing like a smoking jacket and he's like at a party. I can't remember if it's the first or the second one. He had to be. I can't remember now.
I was just thinking, has he been in all the one-off stories? He's been in all the Avengers. He's been in all like the great movies. But like, was he in Thor 1?
Yes, he was in the first Thor.
Okay.
He was driving a pickup truck hooked up to the Mjolnir here, trying to pull it off the thing with his truck, and it I'm pretty sure pulled the fucking suspension out from under him.
Okay, just making sure.
I know he was in that one.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Stanley's great.
Yeah.
I knew he was in it.
May he rest in peace.
Absolutely. Yeah, good times.
We're always gonna give Stan a shout out if he's in a movie,
Shout out.
and if he's not, we're gonna put him in
No,
there.
put him in there. Shit.
Here we go.
Um.
Okay, so that was my first one. Slash also your first one. So
Yeah,
you
that's
go.
my first one. Angel.
Yup.
Seeing Angel, but to be fair, we see him as a little kid and he's cutting off the wings, and I exclaimed to Chris, if I was a kid with wings, get out of here.
Fully functional.
Listen,
I might add also. They weren't just there. Like he fucking flew around and everything with them.
he was, well, in the beginning he was just cutting them off.
Yeah.
And his dad didn't like mutants. I felt bad for the kid.
There are some mutants with way lamer powers
Facts.
than Angel.
Yeah.
Angel he's got sweet fucking.
And then when he comes in with the cure and he's just standing there with those wings out, so I was like, beautiful, because like
those are some fucking troubling scenes.
if I see any person with wings like that, I'm gonna think like, oh, that's Jesus. Look at Jesus. And
There's the power of flight.
I'm like, dude, I would accept white Jesus with wings like that. I'd be like, all right,
Okay.
that could be my Lord and Savior if he can fly me places. Just throwing it out
Hey
there.
Jesus, how about a lift?
Hey,
Where you going? Where you headed?
How much it cost? You got $3? Yeah, but no, I like Angel. I like the fact that he could fly. I like the fact that he saved his dad towards the end of the movie. I mean, his dad could have died. I wouldn't have cared, but good for him. It's his dad, so
Yeah,
it's not my dad.
It's his piece of shit dad. He can decide if he wants to save him or not, and he did.
I wouldn't have. Because that kid was so sad. That kid had a cheese grater. He had a nail file. He had a butcher's knife.
He had all kinds of shit.
Like, what? First off, where's that drawer coming from? And what kind of serial killer drawer is that he had all these weapons in? And he's crying, blood's everywhere. His dad breaks the door down. He's like, no, not you too. Fuck
What
you,
a
kid.
piece of shit.
Let me tell you something. I saw a video. I saw a TikTok last night.
And he says, I'm sorry.
And he's like, I'm so sorry. Yeah.
Fuck me. That's horrible, honestly.
I saw a TikTok last night of this kid. Of this dad talking about his kid. His kid is a trans kid. And I don't know. Either way, it doesn't matter. But I forgot the kid's name. But he's like, being a parent of a trans kid, could you imagine the confidence and the courage? And he was just like speaking so much like power to his own kid. But he was talking to other parents. So his kid wasn't in the room, but there was like I don't know why they were videoing it. And it goes straight to a trans woman talking about how she hadn't seen her mom, she hasn't seen her grandma. She couldn't go to the grandma's funeral because they told her she had to dress like a boy. Said, I haven't spoken to anybody, blah, blah. She was like, could you imagine if my mom was like him? And I'm like, yeah, like that's how you should be with your kids. Don't ever tear them down. Here's my thing, even if you don't agree with your kid, you can't tear them down, man. Tearing down a kid is the lowest form of cowardice I've ever seen. Like, why? It's a kid. Yeah. They have nothing but dreams and aspirations ahead of them.
And that shit's gonna last a while.
And it's gonna fucking hurt. Like, trust me, like I don't think I'm the best father. I don't think I'm a great dad at all. But listen, I know like you just can't treat your kid like shit. They're kids. They didn't ask to be born here.
Yeah.
They didn't ask for this. And whatever's going on with them, they didn't ask for that either. Let them be. Let them live their life. Because, listen, I was raised. My dad was fine. My mom was fine. I mean, there's some shit that they could have got better, but whatever. I'm okay. You know, I don't think my sister is, but it is what it is. But like, I turned out okay, but they could have been better. But like, in reality, I was raised around some hyper, and not my dad, but like friends, like hyper masculine, very toxic, very homophobic, very transphobic people. And let me tell you, man, shit like that is dumb. And I hate it. Yeah. And let kids be who they want to be. Simple and plain. Like, you know, if I was any different than who I am, there's no way, raised around all that, you can't become who you want to be. No one asks for that. No one asks for any of it. Let people be. And if you're a mutant, be a fucking mutant. That's why I couldn't be a mutant. I would have killed so many people by now.
If you had good power.
Any power, they would have died. If I was rogue, bitch ass rogue, easy. Sorry, my favorite mutant rogue in this adaptation, in this economy.
All economy.
Sorry, that's my soapbox talk today. You're like, sir.
Well, first I'm going to agree with all the Angel stuff because he was great. The wing cutting scene, rough. The scene where he like volunteers to get the cure, and then his dad like has these two big men strap him down. I don't know if I want to do this. Well, it's all for the better.
We've talked about it.
I'm not really sure if I want this. Yeah, we talked about this. You're going to be fine. Dad, I don't think I want to do this. Do it.
Yeah. I was like, shit.
Yeah, and he knocks those two fucking dudes out just by spreading his wings. Like, you're already the best person in the room. No one could fucking touch you unless you wanted them to.
Facts.
Angel is sweet.
I agree.
Okay. Here it comes. The Danger Room.
Yeah.
Come on.
I wrote down War Room.
Come on.
But yeah, Danger Room.
It was so fucking good.
It was good.
Because I think the first time I saw this movie, it starts out, it says what, like 20 years ago for the Gene thing, and then 10 years ago for the Angel thing, and then the not too distant future for the Danger Room sequence. When I first saw this movie, I was like, oh shit, are they doing like a Days of Future Past movie? Not the case. They'll get there. But I thought that's where this was, because it was like pretty post-apocalyptic looking in there.
It was,
with flaming fucking cars and buildings and missiles being shot by giant fucking robots, and there only being like a handful of X-Men in the area. I was like, oh shit, they might be the only ones that are alive. Like if it's a distant future, but no, it wasn't the case. Still was a great scene. We got a Sentinel. We got a fastball special.
Facts.
Which was incredible. We got Logan lighting his fucking cigar off of a burning car. Hilarious.
Just doing whatever he wants.
We got Kitty and Iceman, the beginning of like a friendship. Nothing further.
No.
And
unbeknownst to some people.
Yes, unbeknownst to some people. Can't just ask a question.
That's really all
instead choose to loom in the background and brood. Yeah, Danger Room sequence is great.
Facts.
So good.
I have nothing else to add except for it was fucking amazing. The only thing that was good was when something was coming down and Colossus saved Rogue's ass, and then she turned into like a Colossus figure too.
Yeah.
It's like, good for her.
Yeah,
She could have.
he like touched her forehead and they both turned metal.
Yeah, and then he was dying 5 seconds after the fact. I don't know if you noticed.
Yeah,
This is the first time I ever.
Yeah, he kind of like shook it off a little bit. He's like, oh.
He got up and fell over. He
Yeah,
was like,
oh, yeah.
I was like, can somebody help this guy?
He'll be all right.
He's about to die.
Giant Russian man will be all right. Giant Russian child, excuse me.
Facts. Facts. Yeah.
He'll be all right, tall child.
But it was a good time.
That scene is so good.
I agree.
How's your arm, Tin Man? Fucking whips him up into the
Great.
fog. You just
Wolverine's heavy too.
Yeah, and you just see he's a fucking metal man. And you just see the glowing eyes and a missile, and that fucking head just clunks down in front of everybody. And I was like, oh, this movie's gonna be amazing. And then the like Danger Room sequence over and everything like dematerializes. I was like, that was just the fucking Danger Room. This movie's gonna be great. And honestly, I wasn't wrong. So
This movie's not the worst.
no,
It's not bad.
no.
I don't mind it, and a lot of people don't like it.
I've given this movie some crap in my time,
Same.
but I've also always followed it up with I do really, 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 really like this movie. I've
can you
also
not?
prefaced, like before I've talked down on this movie, I've said how much I love it.
We got to figure out why. Because I still don't know. Like, as I was watching it today, I was like, I like this.
Yes, I still like it.
Let me tell you what I like.
This.
Cameos. Give me shit that I know about and give me a lot of it. We just talked about Boba Fett. Listen, every 5 seconds somebody new was on the goddamn screen, and I was just like, okay, fan service me more. And in this one, I mean, Kitty Pryde, Iceman, Pyro, Cyclops died. I mean, it was all good things.
One of those things didn't seem like it fit with the rest of it.
No, it fit. I mean, we get Phoenix, we get Beast.
Yes. I'll get there.
Either way, yeah. So I wrote War Room, Danger Room, and then I wrote Sentinels right after. So it's the same thing. It's all the same. Yeah. It wasn't really a Sentinel, but it was. Like the face was kind of different, but
it was a big.
But we knew
it was a big purple mutant killing robot.
We knew what it was.
Yes.
We knew what it was. So yeah. My next like, speaking of Beast. Beast.
Yep.
Beast.
He's my next like also.
Hank McCoy hanging upside down with a suit on, reading a
big
book.
ass letters. Beast.
How can you not? Beast has always been good. I thought he was hilarious in the cartoon. He was to be fair though, Beast is always righteous. He's very like, because I think in the first, I've only watched like 5 or 6 episodes, but in the first episode he's in jail.
He gets sent to jail, yeah.
And he can break out at any time.
At any time.
And he's like,
not at any time. Only when it's funny.
I was thinking the same thing. As soon as you said it, I was like, okay.
You son of a gun.
I love it. I appreciate it.
Son of a bitch.
You bitch. You bitch. Yeah, he could have broke out at any point in time in the cartoon, and he chose not to. He was like, no, I'm here. She was like, no, I forgot who it was. It was either Rogue or Storm. Like, no, let's go, McCoy. Like, whatever.
I think it was Rogue, yeah.
He was like, no, and I was just like, get the fuck out of there, Beast.
Yeah, he's like, I'm just gonna stay here.
He's a very righteous man. He's a very good man.
Beast is a good man.
And Beast he's a fucking beast. Yeah. And let me tell you what, Kelsey Grammer, I thought did an amazing job as Beast.
Yup.
And him whooping some ass at the end of the movie.
My God.
I was like, this is good. This is good. Beast was probably my favorite part of this movie.
Same.
To be fair.
Beast is my favorite X-Man.
Because I wasn't prepared for him to show up. See, because trailers weren't like they were 20 years ago.
No.
If I could be an old man. 20 years ago, trailers were like, you want to see this? It's coming out.
Yeah. Coming
That's
soon.
all you got.
Coming soon to a theater near you.
You know, something I just thought about. We see more trailers now, and I don't watch commercials.
Yeah.
Commercials just be on every 2 minutes.
Yeah.
At the house. and I saw like 2 trailers.
Yeah.
A year.
Yeah. Well, because we live in this fucking era of information where you don't watch TV, you stream. There's ads.
Bruh.
You're on your phone, playing a game, ads.
That's
watching
true.
a video, ads. Doing, like, scrolling on a fucking website, ads. They're everywhere, and more often than not, if there's a fucking movie trailer, it's probably there.
I agree. You're absolutely correct.
Watching a trailer for a movie online, ad. It's a trailer for another fucking movie.
Inception, it's a trailer for the movie you're about to watch.
Yes.
To watch the trailer for.
Or it's a fucking trailer for the Olympics, apparently, with dinosaurs in it, and it's not a Jurassic Park
Did you
trailer.
watch it?
No, because it pissed me off.
Dude,
I was so upset. You sent me that screen cap. It says
Jurassic Park teaser trailer.
Yeah, Dominion trailer,
Yeah.
and it's a fucking Olympics thing.
It's not.
No, guess what? I don't give a shit about the fucking Olympics.
Winter Olympics.
Any of them.
Fair.
The only thing I care about with these Olympics going on right now, apparently Jackie Chan helped carry the Olympic torch.
This time or?
Yes, the current one, like the summer.
Oh yeah, because it is in China.
Yeah, that's all I give a shit about. I'm not gonna watch a lick of it.
Did you watch that part?
No.
Okay, I was say
because I don't know if it was televised or anything. I just saw it online. I was like, that's great because I like Jackie Chan. I don't need to watch it. If Jackie Chan's carrying that torch and someone comes up and hassles him and he says, I don't want any trouble, and then he sets them on fucking fire with it and beats the shit out of them and everyone around them,
then you'll watch?
Then of course I'll watch it.
I'll watch murder.
How could I not?
Easy.
I would watch. Jackie Chan could be. He don't have to be holding it. An object could be near him, and you could just look at it like, oh, he's gonna beat somebody with that.
That's fair.
Unprovoked, like not unprovoked.
Yeah, I was like,
They will.
That's also
he will be unprovoked.
Yeah.
They will provoke him. They will provoke the violence, and then the violence will like draw nearer to said object. And whether he puts his hands on it or not, that object's going to be used to beat the shit out of somebody.
Fair.
It could be a ladder. It could
Or
be
it's
a
going to
chair.
hit him.
Yeah, or it's gonna hit them. Then it's gonna hit him. He's gonna he's gonna like grab his head and go, oh, and then he'll go back to beating the shit out of somebody.
We should watch Rush Hour.
Yes.
Okay.
You're not gonna get any pushback on that from me at all.
I was just listening to one of our episodes. We said we were going to watch something.
Probably, was it Rush Hour?
No, it wasn't Rush Hour.
Was it X-Men?
It wasn't Xmen. It was something that I think you wanted to watch.
Ninja Turtles? Because I
No,
brought that up a few times.
You did. But it wasn't Ninja Turtles. It was something else. I thought we were doing Ninja Turtles after this.
I'm down.
Yeah. Fair.
That's another like 7 movies. Not a problem for me.
Facts. Either way. But yeah.
We're talking about Beast.
I don't know. Beast.
He's my favorite X-Man.
Mm-hmm.
He's fucking great. And I think that might be the reason that they didn't have Nightcrawler in this one. They're like, too many blue people.
Well, they took one of them away.
Yeah, because you would have had Nightcrawler, Beast, and Mystique. We lose Mystique about what, like a third of the way into the movie or so, if that.
Yeah.
And
I thought it was so much later.
so did I.
Goddamn.
They got right to it. We'll get to that.
Yeah.
Beast was incredible. Like you said, Kelsey Grammer killed it. I was thinking about it today. I was like, I don't know who else. I don't know who I could have nowadays. Like, oh, who would play a better Beast? I'd probably still go back to Kelsey Grammer. He's got a great voice for it, and I just thought he was really good. Because Nick Holt, sorry, you don't do it for me in the First Class movies. Yes, Nick Holt.
I thought he was just sublime.
He wasn't bad, but come on.
I thought he was the best Beast there ever was
Come on.
and ever will be. Is he not?
He is not Bret Hart.
His hand was...
Yeah, he
his
had like an
feet
extra
was-
toe, and didn't do it for
He
me.
had opposables.
Yeah. So did Kelsey Grammer.
Maybe.
And he wore a fucking suit. And he hung upside down and read a book with his cheaters on.
He did.
And he
was great.
wore that little fucking jacket
See,
at the
and
end.
that's another thing, too. The cartoon Beast had glasses.
Yeah.
Nicholas Holt did not.
No. Well, he did.
Yeah, but then when you turn to Beast, apparently 20/20 vision is...
It's like becoming Spider-Man. You don't need glasses anymore.
Ah, yes. Until you don't want to be that. Until you don't want to be Beast, and then you need them all the time because
Yes.
you don't want to be blue.
Yes.
Until your girlfriend is blue.
Yeah.
We'll get to First Class, because let me tell you about First Class. I didn't like it.
It's not as good.
I liked it, but I didn't like it.
Say there were definitely parts in it that I remember being great.
The whole movie's great. But they change up a lot of the storylines. Because Apocalypse changes up so much shit. Well, I was like, so here's the thing, the 4 Horsemen thing or whatever. I'm like, oh, I thought they would be kids around this time, but no, but again, I don't really know the story. But they had like Storm as one of them. Mm-hmm. Is she one of them?
In other stuff?
In the comics.
I have no idea.
See, that's what I mean. Like the 4 Horsemen.
Because I'm pretty sure he's formed several horsemen over the years.
Okay, because
so
I know.
I don't think it's like a permanent thing. I'm sure they've rotated. I think they've rotated a lot.
Okay.
Depending on who is or isn't evil or alive.
Didn't like it.
Yeah. We'll get there.
Either way.
But yeah, Beast, the highlight of this movie for me also.
Facts.
He's beating the shit out of everyone at the end of the movie. When like Wolverine said something about like diplomacy, this and that, and he's like, as Churchill said, there comes a time when every man, and he just beats the shit out of like 8 people in a row. Oh, you get the point.
You get the point.
And then he just like jumps through the air and just like tackles 6 more fucking dudes.
Yeah, fair.
And like roars at somebody and just like uppercuts them into outer space.
Yeah.
Incredible.
I agree.
He's the best. And then he says, "Oh my stars and garters," which is like his catchphrase, and I love it. I love it.
Can't beat it.
He's my favorite in this movie, and he's my favorite X-Man. He's the best for me.
I have been trying to, ever since you said that, I've been trying to think who's my favorite X-Men is. And I really do like Wolverine, obviously. He's like everyone's favorite. So I really have no problem. But I like Wolverine from the comics, though, from the cartoon as well. He's so funny and just terrible. He's so tiny.
Yeah,
but I love him.
That's his deal. He's like 4'9" or like 5 foot even.
Yeah, he's short.
He's a little angry man.
Yeah,
who will just fucking murder you.
He will. I know. I saw a thing about Wolverine in the comics, and they're like, "Yeah, was it Planet Hawk or something?" But he swallowed Wolverine, and Wolverine like clawed his way out. And I was like, "God damn!" They talked about a lot of other stuff, and I was like, "Man, I like learning about comics. I'm not ever gonna read them."
Same. I need to read more of them, but that would get expensive.
Same. But anyway, that's my like Beast.
Same. He's amazing.
Same.
All right. Me next?
Yeah.
Okay. Magneto.
Didn't write that down, but yes.
Continues to be one of the better villains in Marvel movies. Granted, most of them are just like one-off in their movies. They're like, oh, doesn't make it in the sequels. Magneto is the villain of this series of movies.
Yes.
Of at least this first 3 X-Men movies, because everything gets shuffled around in the first class ones here and there.
And he's not necessarily always a villain.
No.
He's like in X2, he was the villain, but not.
Yeah.
He was
on their side until he wasn't. Until it was more advanced. Until he was like, oh, I can kill all the humans instead.
Yeah.
Let's do a little switcheroo here.
But he wasn't against the X-Men. He was working with them.
Yeah. Until it just served him better to be against humanity, which he is always firmly against humanity in these movies.
I read somewhere that Ian McKellen got the script. He read the script for X2 and was like, so, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. So Jim is my friend. And I was like, what?
He's also my enemy.
See, this is how X2 came out before the office was I quit. I'm dead. I'm just being dumb. But yes, Magneto was great. And what did I say? He said something about Charles later, and I was like, I gave him a compliment.
He, after Charles dies, for one, he's like visually distraught when Charles dies.
Absolutely. It's his best friend.
When they're at their camp, Pyro's like, I've always been faithful to you. I've proved myself so many times, and I would have even killed the professor if you'd given me the order. And he's like, Charles Xavier has done more. He's done more to advance the cause of mutant kind. And
than you'll ever know.
And like my single regret is that he had to die for our vision to live. And I was like,
I think I said morals or
like this.
Whatever I said, it was smart. It was witty. It was good. I forgot.
I think you said something about like his principles.
Yeah,
because like Charles, like he like him and Charles still cared. They were on other side of the fence.
Right.
But
they wanted the same thing.
They wanted the same thing, different ways.
Yes.
But they want, like, at the end of the day, they just wanted, well, they didn't want the same thing. They wanted mutants to not be persecuted. Charles was like equality and living amongst everybody, and Magneto's like subjugation. We're superior to everybody. Like they won't be able to persecute us because we'll have our fucking boots on their necks. And I was like, nice. Again, it comes back to something that is said in this movie. He walks into that fucking town hall meeting of mutants, and it's like, well, the war's coming, and trust me, they're gonna draw first blood, and it's gonna be messy. People are gonna die on both sides. You should all join up with me. And these mutants come up to him like, if you're a mutant, where's your mark? They're all covered in tattoos, and he's like, I have been marked. No needle will ever touch my skin again. And he rolls up his sleeves, and he's got his fucking numbers on his arm from when he survived the Holocaust.
Same.
Come on. I mean, we said it in both the other episodes. This man lived through it, refuses to live through it again.
Facts.
And would much rather, at a certain point, be on the other side of it.
Well, because that's the way that... How can I say this diplomatically? I keep saying humans. There's a certain demographic of people who would love to do that. And not everybody's the same. I understand. You know, people in Germany and Hitler and all them, they were doing it for whatever nefarious reasons. But it's the fact that somebody's different than you, and you're not who I think should be, and it just comes down to being different. And if these movies had their way, the villains in the movie, the mutants would be herded together into a camp. That's literally what it is about. And that's how it works, because somebody's different. And unfortunately, I must say, unfortunately again, it's... The past doesn't look too well on a couple demographic of people. And it sucks for those people, but it's the truth. And in these movies, it's the same kind of people. Except for this time, it's humans. But they still look the same as the Germans did. So I'm sorry. I'm just saying what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
I'm not making any judgments, because who am I?
You're a movie reviewer.
Facts.
There you go.
Damn good one too.
That's right.
Read it and weep. Movie review. That's what we do.
We've been out here reviewing Mario Brothers when all he used was nothing.
Well, I saw a TikTok today, speaking of Mario, and somebody was like, they were kind of making a joke. They were like, Mario Bros. It's like, Mario Bros. It's just like if you call the so-and-so bros. And she was like, if they're the Mario Bros, that means their last name is Mario.
Yep.
So it's Mario, Luigi, Mario? And I was like, that's exactly what it is.
Exactly. Yeah, and then the next thing, like, obviously someone didn't see the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like,
yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
There's a whole scene about it, so get on with it.
So I read it because I saw her video. I didn't see anybody else.
Yeah, I saw that. It's like a woman talking about it.
Yeah, so her video, I went to the comments and they were like, never seen the movie, huh?
Yeah.
And I was like, no, she must not. She was like, there's a movie? And I'm like, oh, well, you have no idea.
Yeah,
so you're just guessing. You were right.
You've been having this question for like the last 38 years then almost. Damn.
I was like, holy shit. I was like, you got that right. Like you accidentally got it right.
Yeah, good guess, I guess.
Because I didn't know that until the movie.
I didn't know there were two Mario Brothers until I plugged in a second controller one day, and my brother was like, "Oh, yes, you can play too."
Yeah.
I'm like, Mario Brothers.
Oh, there we go.
There's more of them.
Mario Bro. No.
Yeah. It's Mario Bro.
Somebody in comments was like, actually, their last name is Mario because his first name is Itza. Itza me. I was like, that's funny. I was like, his first name is Itza me. And I was like, I'm tired. He was like, it's Luigi Mario. It's me, Mario.
God. Luigi Mario.
What are you, Luigi? That doesn't make any sense.
That's ridiculous. It's Luigi Mario.
I thought it was funny. Sorry. We're off track.
What were we talking about again?
X3. Let's
Magneto.
do it.
That's
Yeah.
right. Magneto's fucking awesome.
He is. He's always good.
He picked up the Golden Gate Bridge.
He did.
Detached it from its foundation.
San Francisco treat.
Flew. Like, rerouted it, like, from wherever the fuck it goes to wherever the fuck it goes from, to just landing on fucking island of Alcatraz to the mainland with all of his mutants on board. Looked back, saw that family in their car. They locked their doors, and he just decided to let them live, because earlier in the movie, when he stopped that fucking prison convoy, he just crushed like 3 cars with people in them.
Cops.
Yeah. And then
Magneto was the first ACAB, all right?
The ones in the back, they just gotta roll. They just roll them both.
I mean,
the ones up
probably
front,
died too.
the ones up front, no, they definitely died.
Yeah, they
the
got
dudes in the
squished.
back, they probably got off like a couple concussions, some broken bones here and there, maybe. Damn sight better than getting crushed into a fucking paste in your car. The dude driving that semi, he died.
Oh, yeah.
That shit did a fucking loop-de-loop in the air when he just like tossed it over his head like a can into the garbage. Those people were dead.
So you're saying the people in the back got a concussion like they were at like an old folks home?
Yeah, it took a couple of back elbows, and then they went to I can't even finish it. I'm sorry.
Sorry, guys. Inside joke.
They had a plate of food, and then they didn't get to eat it because they died. No, but like Magneto saw these people and decided to spare them because he could have just murdered them.
He could.
Completely murdered them.
He could have.
Magneto was doing everything in this movie. He was fucking cutthroat. He got... Who did he fucking get out of jail? Multiple Man, Juggernaut, and Mystique. Springs them from jail. Or from the rolling jail. Mystique takes a fucking cure shot for him. And he's like, sorry, you're not one of us anymore. Fucking leaves her behind. That's how upset I am.
And low key calls her ugly.
Yeah, it's like she
As
was.
a human.
Yeah, as walking away, she was so beautiful.
That ugly ass motto, Rebecca
Yeah.
Romaine, no Stamos. Yeah.
4 out of 10.
You cut your wrist. You said, "Look at my blood. It's red, just like yours." Oh,
God.
Chili's.
But yeah, Magneto he was so fucking good in this movie, and he gets cured, quote cured. He gets the fucking shot from Beast, who looks at the fucking cartridge in his hand and throws it away because he's fucking disgusted with himself, and loses his powers.
Yes.
And says, "I'm." And Wolverine, what? One of them? And then he just kind of collapses. He was willing to do anything. He fucking left Mystique behind. He said, if any mutants stand in our way, we will use this poison against them.
Fair.
He was going to kill humans. We went on TV. Your schools will not be safe. Your homes will not be safe. You will not be safe. No one was safe, clearly. Humans or mutants.
Sam.
And then he gets fucking cured, and then he's sitting all sad and alone in the fucking park. Because I don't know how the fuck he got out of there without getting arrested. Without getting apprehended.
That's true.
Because I'm guessing everyone on the island except for Wolverine got fucking snapped. Because they were all just disintegrating.
Did they show him running away when Mystique... Because Mystique was on a rampage after he became normal.
Oh, Phoenix.
I'm sorry, Phoenix.
Wolverine told Storm to get everybody out of there. I'm guessing she took him because that whole fucking platoon of army dudes just disintegrated.
Yeah.
So.
But they were up there first.
Yeah.
And then everybody
I mean, the fucking mutants that
was the whole
the
thing.
mutant kids running out of the lab that threw fucking Angel's dad off the roof. They got dusted.
They got
Everybody got it.
They were getting snapped all over the place.
But yeah, he sitting all sad and alone in the park, old man, no one to play chess with. He moves that fucking. Oh, he moves that piece, and the movie just ends. God damn. But we know he gets his powers back because it's still him in what, Days of Future Past?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's not permanent.
Now here's
Sorry, Rogue.
young Keith in 2006 watching this movie on bootleg in college. I don't think I understood that movies stop at trilogies, because I was like, oh, can't wait till X-Men 4 comes out in
Honestly,
3 years.
I'm still waiting for X-Men 4.
I was like, oh, this is about to be great. I don't know what's going to happen. Mystique's coming back. Rogue's coming back.
I'm still
Somebody
waiting.
else is coming back.
I'm still waiting for X4.
I was like, dude, let's go. Like, and then we got,
Radio silence.
and then Wolverine Origins came out, and I watched that also on bootleg. And I'll tell you that story when we get there, but oh my god, it wasn't good. Not the movie,
Yeah, because of
but the movie. We'll talk about it. Stay tuned for that. And then the Wolverine came out. Honestly, I checked out after that because I didn't watch the Wolverine until a couple years ago.
Yeah.
It came out like 2009. I did not watch it. But when First Class came out, I was like, okay, well, now we're back to the X-Men.
Yeah.
I was like, let's go. Because I like, James McAvoy, one of my favorite actors. He was in Wanted.
Your favorite James McAvoy film?
He curves bullets. How's that going to work? I don't know. But it was great. And the other guy, what's his name? Michael Fassbender.
Yep.
What was he in before that? He's in one of the Alien movies.
Oh.
So you ever seen any of the Alien movies?
Not all the way through.
So the first one, nobody knew, but everybody thought they were human on board. But one of the humans was a robot.
Yeah.
Chip or something. I don't fucking know. It was something like that. But yeah, he ended up becoming a robot.
Yeah.
Because the owner of the ship put the robot in there to like report back to him. Well, that's a continual thing throughout the entire franchise. Michael Fassbender in the new Alien movie, which is actually a prequel to Alien, it was called
Prometheus?
Yeah, Prometheus. He is the robot.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. But I think everybody knows he's a robot. So, and then in Alien and the Covenant, which is the sequel to that movie, there's another robot of him. Because they go up to space again with a whole new crew because everybody dies in the first one.
Good
Spoiler
idea.
alert. So yeah, they send another one of him. Well, guess what? He's still alive. The other robot. And then at the end, you don't know who's who. Because one of them's good, one of them's not. One of them is trying to kill the human race with the alien virus. And the other one's trying to save it. And at the end, you don't know who's who. You figure it out.
Okay.
It's the bad one.
The bad one's trying to kill everybody.
Yeah, because it's right. In Prometheus, he figures out that the humans are the reason why everything's terrible, and that the
Go figure.
right, and that the aliens were. So okay, the humans were in Prometheus. They find out that the humans were made from not a god, but a figure who looks like humans, and this figure is like 30 feet tall. It looks human. But like they created Earth, not Earth itself, but like the human race. They didn't like the human race, so
Few do.
So the creators created the aliens to wipe out the human race. So they were supposed to send, some ship with all those face huggers to Earth, and it never made it. So when they go to they're still trying to find the creator of whatever, because the Mandarin was in it. The Mandarin plays like some 70-year-old character.
Ben Kingsley?
No, the other Mandarin.
Okay.
Yeah, he plays some 70-year-old guy who's the owner of the ship, and they're trying to figure out like, hey, why the existential question, why, and they find out this whatever. And so the Michael Fassbender, he figures out like, oh, Humans are terrible. Blah, blah, blah. Then he's also like a scientist as a robot. So he does an experiment on one of the women, on the women in the thing, and he gets her pregnant, not by him, but he impregnates her with the alien.
Oh, great.
Yeah, so she has an alien baby. And that's how the aliens in this prequel, this is how they are born. That's the first time you ever see an alien at the end of that movie.
Okay.
And so then in the movie Alien and the Covenant, he actually lords over the aliens. And so he's running experiments and shit. And so when they find him, they're like, hey, you were on the last ship a couple hundred years ago or however long ago it was. You should come back with us. And he's like, yeah. And then he kills the other Michael Fassbender because there's two of them. And at the end of the movie, they were like, oh my God, we're safe. He's like, yeah, go into your sleep capsule. And then as she's like going to sleep, he drops in a face hugger in her sleep capsule. He goes, bye. And I was like, oh shit. It's okay. It's a good movie.
It's all right.
I just realized, I was like, why are we talking about this? I don't want to talk about this anymore.
It's Michael Fassbender.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Magneto. We were talking about Magneto, sorry. My turn?
Yes.
Okay. Mystique. I like Mystique. I like Rebecca Romaine. And yeah, that's it.
She was good in all three of these, to be
She
honest.
has been great in all of them, for sure. She's smart. She's tough. She's not to be trifled with.
Yeah. She's not to be truffled with.
What more do you want?
She's like Magneto's right hand until she gets cured. Like, he literally like trusts her with everything. Even when she's in jail, he goes to break her out because she got the information that he needed.
Yep.
Yeah.
She saved his life. And hell hath no what is it? Hell hath no fury.
Yeah.
As a woman scorned. Because then she snitched. Which is fair. Listen.
Yeah, she fucking rolled over on him real quick.
Even as a human, I'm still part of the, you know what I mean? Like, I'm still part of the.
But it really didn't amount to much. She rolled over on him and they got one guy.
Yeah, to be fair. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
But that was my like.
Mystique was good. She was good in all three of these, to be honest.
Agreed.
Okay. My turn?
Yep.
All right. Scott dies.
Facts. I didn't even write that down as a like.
I did.
I wrote it down as a dislike.
What?
Not because I disliked it.
Because it should have happened in the first one.
She shouldn't even have been there. That's exactly what it was.
Okay. So I kind of like that he gets killed because, to be honest, he doesn't. Cyclops is like a pretty important character in the X-Men. He doesn't contribute a lot in these movies, in my opinion.
Not even a little bit.
In the first movie, he's fully upstaged by Wolverine. Second movie, more of the same.
Mind control.
More of the same until he's mind controlled.
Mm-hmm.
And then in this one, he's got like a whole 5 minutes of screen time. And he's
crying.
pretty much replaced by Wolverine because he's like, oh, well, you were supposed to, I wasn't even supposed to be in the Danger Room class. It was supposed to be Scott. Yeah, well, Scott's fucking depressed.
Not all of us can heal like you can, Logan.
Yeah. He said wearing his leather jacket and then driving a motorcycle. So he kind of switched a little bit. But yeah, I didn't mind that he died. I kind of liked it because he didn't really contribute much in the franchise.
I agree.
Like, he was in it, and Cyclops is an iconic character, and he's important to have around, but he didn't get to do much in any of the movies.
Agreed.
And I guess in this one, they're like, fuck it, just kill him.
Same.
And the actor, nothing against him, because Sonic, great.
Superman Returns, great.
There you go.
That's all I know.
I know I've seen him in other stuff.
Yeah, I've seen him in other
30
stuff.
Rock. I liked him in 30 Rock. But in these movies, he unfortunately didn't get to do a lot. If he had gotten to do more, I'm sure my opinion would have been different. So I like that he died. And also, it kind of motivated Jean to, I won't say like fight against the Phoenix within her, but like anytime the Phoenix was in control and someone was like, what about Scott? Jean kind of came out again.
Yeah, true.
And was important. It's how they got her.
Agreed.
Because otherwise they weren't going to get her.
Agreed.
But I liked it.
My next, Phoenix.
There we go.
I like Jean Grey. I like Jean Grey. And I like the Phoenix. And this was the first time we've ever seen the Phoenix Force. Mm-hmm. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know if I was mixing up with the Flash, and I was like, I don't like that.
I think I like Jean more in the movies than in the comic. Or
She's
not the
kind
comic,
of annoying
than
in the cartoon.
Than in the cartoon.
She's super annoying.
Because the cartoon X-Men team, you had Wolverine, Storm, Cyclops, Beast, Gambit, Jubilee, Rogue, and Jean. And then throw in any number of guest star character of the week. So you had Colossus, and where I'm at in the show, Nightcrawler's coming up, Cable, Bishop, whichever one of the fucking Brotherhood of Evil Mutants decides to side with the X-Men until he joins up with Magneto again. Magneto sometimes. Jean just gets fucking overshadowed.
She does.
In the cartoon.
Until
the Phoenix happens. and that's where we are now.
Yeah.
Because there's so many other sweet characters. Not that Jean's not a cool character, but the Phoenix is fucking boss.
To be fair, she's not that cool of a character before Phoenix.
Yeah.
Because she can read minds like Professor X, everybody loves him more.
Yeah.
And she can move things with her mind, like Professor X. But everybody likes him more. So I got two of the same. And it's he does everything I can do. Yeah, but I do it better. That's it. It's John Cena and Idris Elba all over again. Which one do you like more?
Idris Elba.
Professor X.
Yeah.
Sir Patrick Stewart.
If in this case, Idris Elba equates to Patrick Stewart, or not Patrick Stewart, but Idris Elba equates to Professor Xavier. Yes.
Yes. Yeah. So I was like, something's not right. But yeah, that's my Phoenix.
Phoenix was good.
Agreed.
Okay. My next Phoenix Jean's house fight scene. A lot of stuff goes on there. Notably, Wolverine and Storm get the shit kicked out of them.
Yeah, they were getting handed to them.
But the main thing of it is that's where Professor Charles Xavier dies.
Yeah. He gets blown to smithereens.
It is awesome.
It's a good time.
It's a bummer that he dies. He comes back. But she
That's another reason why I thought there was gonna be an X4.
Yes. When they're having their little their psychic power clash, he's in his chair, she's sitting in a little wooden chair. She gets serious and stands up. He, I guess, gets serious, and she just fucking lifts him into the air, and he just looks like he is just trying his best to not die. And it's not good enough because you just see bits of him just start getting shaved off because on his hand you saw all the skin and muscle come off and you saw his bones.
As soon as that one skin came off, he was like, okay, stop this. I was like,
yeah, he was like, Jean, stop it. And she's like, I don't think that I will. I don't think that I will. And Magneto the whole time is like, he wants to control you.
Yeah, he's just instigating.
Eric, please, Jean, stop this. He wants to give you the cure. And you're like, Eric, what the fuck, man? And then he dies, and he's like, oh, shit.
I did too much.
I got him killed.
I think I went too far.
He's like, I got my, legit friend killed.
He did. It was definitely Magneto's fault.
Time to go all in on this fucking war, because I have come too far now to back down. But yeah, that scene is great. Juggernaut's just fucking laying into Wolverine, throws him. He goes through, every wall of that fucking house. First off, Magneto says, nobody gets inside. First thing fucking Juggernaut does after he tackles his ass, throws Wolverine into the house. Inside the house. And then Storm, fucking Zangief spinning lariats through both of the fucking jabronis in front of the house, and then lightning bolts that bitch. I forget her name now. This is the fast one. Fucking lightning bolts her through the front door. You weren't keeping Storm out of the house.
No.
Wolverine got thrown into the house. Storm was like, the fucking Big Show and just fucking crash through the front door. And then Wolverine proceeds to get put through every wall and ceiling of the house. When he fucking throws him up through the ceiling, and then in the room behind him, he falls through the through the ceiling. Stupid. I love it because he's just taking it.
Yeah, nothing else he can do.
He just gets beat.
Yeah,
and then Storm gets her shit kicked in like immediately afterwards. The fast one and the weird ones just start beating the shit out of her.
Facts.
And then Charles just fucking explodes. Because Jean is just, she's like, doesn't Jean...
Was that an Ultron reference?
What? Yes.
I knew it. Yeah. I just figured it out. I was like, yeah, the fast one and the weird one.
Fast and he's fast and she's weird.
Speaking of mutants.
Yeah. We'll get them at some point, hopefully. But yeah, I like that scene. I like it a lot. I like it a lot.
Okay, my last Easter egg, Moira. Moira McTaggart. Mm-hmm. Moira shit. I saw this. I didn't know who it was the first time I watched this, and then I watched First Class, and then now watching it, I'm like, hey. Yeah, I feel like Leonardo DiCaprio. I'm like, I know her. I'm like, okay. Didn't know he mentioned her before in the movie. Mm-hmm. Like in the last stand to at the end. The end, when I first saw it, the ending part, I didn't know who those people were. Never seen them before. I did. I didn't know. I was just like, who's this nurse? Who's this invalid who can talk now? I was like, oh.
Sounds a lot like Captain Jean-Luc Picard.
Same. So, yeah, that was it. That's my last line.
That was a good scene. Between that one, between Magneto's powers not being gone, and Charles Xavier transferring his consciousness into that unconscious body.
Which he had talked about earlier.
Which he mentioned earlier in the movie. We had no reason not to think there was not going to be more movies coming up.
Why would I not think that?
And then there weren't, and I'm still a little bit hurt by it. Wounded even.
Hurt, Kim.
But, will I get over it? No. But life goes on.
I'm okay.
No, I'm not.
I say that like every day. Yeah, that was my last like.
Okay. I'm gonna throw a like out there for the Juggernaut.
Same.
Because he was funny.
I was gonna ask a question about him.
And what?
Why do people not like him?
In this movie?
In this movie.
I think we'll get there.
Oh, is there?
Because I'm not done with him yet.
Oh.
A like for on the Juggernaut, bitch.
That's a like?
That's a like.
Okay.
And I like him just being a big motherfucker tearing people up.
Okay.
And that's my likes on the Juggernaut.
Okay.
Oh, and then another like, Iceman.
Iceman was cool.
When he went full Iceman.
No pun intended. I didn't mean it. I said it. I didn't mean it.
You got it in though, so that's all.
That's what she said.
Hey. When he went like full Iceman and then just fucking cocoa butted Pyro and he was out, that was great.
That was pretty sweet.
I'm sad it took till like the end of the movie for it to happen, but it was still good.
It made me think of the Fantastic Four. It was like, you remember chemistry class? What do you do when you superheat? And I was like, ooh. And I was like, is that the reason why he turned into that? Like, I don't know. Because he was you should have, all that fire. And the boy was like, okay. Yeah. And I was like, ah.
Yeah, because if Pokemon taught me anything, fire beats ice. But when ice like grabs your hands that you used to control the fire and fucking freezes them, then you get headbutted into shit.
Facts.
So you're done. You donezo. No,
sorry, Articuno.
Iceman was fucking sweet. I liked him.
I agree.
He was good. Honestly, he was only like briefly in the first one, but he was good in all three, in my opinion.
Agreed. His family was trash.
His family was garbo.
Whose family in X-Men is it?
Nobody's, I guess. I was thinking about it for a second. I was like, I don't know. Like, if you consider the X-Men to be family, then them. But even then, they have.
I mean, I did just watch Fast and Furious, so yes, they are family.
There you go. Nothing stronger than family.
family.
Nothing stronger than family. Tell that to the fucking Rock. He ain't coming back. No matter how much. I mean, he might, but as of right now, he ain't coming back.
He said no.
But that's pretty much my likes.
Okay. Dislikes.
Okay.
You want to go first or want me to go first?
Sure.
I got like 6.
I got a couple.
First one, Scott. We already talked about it, but that's my first dislike. So I'll let you go.
Okay. The Juggernaut, bitch.
Okay.
He's not a mutant in the comics. And I know that not everything's comic accurate. But in a movie about mutants, a movie franchise about mutants, he's not one, canonically speaking.
So what is he?
He's a dude. He's just a guy. His powers come from, I think it's called the Crimson Gem of Sidorak. It's like a big fucking red Chaos Emerald. And I don't know if that makes him into a giant fucking man or if he already is a giant man when he finds it. But that's where his power comes from.
Okay.
Because I know it's in the comics. Everything's in the fucking comics. But I'm pretty sure they even say it in the old 97 cartoon. Xavier's like, that's my half-brother. Also, he's not a mutant. And everyone's like, who cares? We're still going to go get our asses beat by him. And they do.
I feel like people didn't like him as Juggernaut or whoever. And it wasn't because of that reason.
Okay.
Which, that's a fair reason.
That's one of my reasons for it.
Okay.
The other one, I thought his helmet looked fucking dumb.
Oh, did it?
I thought so. Because, I know what it's supposed to look like. And he looks perfectly fine in, I think it's Deadpool 2 when he's in it. But I guess...
So in the Deadpool... So they don't show... So Juggernaut doesn't show his face.
No, he wears like that big fucking helmet.
Okay.
Because similar to Magneto, if I remember right, it's similar to Magneto's helmet. It protects him from like Charles' psychic abilities.
Okay.
But, no human being has the fucking physique for them to give him that fucking dome helmet the way it looks. He would look like a fucking deep sea diver or some shit.
Facts.
So obviously his look wasn't comic book accurate. Neither were his powers. I don't give a shit if he says I'm the Juggernaut, bitch. I think it's funny.
Yeah, I do too.
And he was tearing Wolverine up, so that was good too.
Facts.
And he like bulldozed through like 30 dudes and through that building.
I thought he was great.
I thought it was good. I didn't like that.
That's okay.
Bit.
No need.
And that's why he's a dislike for me.
That's fair. Rogue. That's my next dislike.
There we go.
Just Rogue in general. I have 2 more dislikes for her, so I'm just going to go ahead and finish those.
Yeah.
So Rogue in general. Just everything about her in this movie. In every movie. Rogue being jealous. Dumb. Stupid. Kitty Pryde was a child.
Yeah.
You guys are like 18. And even if Kitty Pryde and that's the thing. I think Kitty Pryde was older than what she looks, but I think Elliot Page was just very small. But I'm pretty sure the age was still close to the same.
Probably.
Maybe she was a child. I don't know. Kitty Pryde looked like a child in this movie. I didn't think she was trying to date Iceman. Kind of looked like it. I get it, but
there were no moves made from either party.
Honestly, I thought I remembered them kissing when they were ice skating, and then it didn't happen. I was like, what's she jealous about? That's when I wrote
and
it.
Rogue saw it not happen.
You saw it not happen.
Yeah.
Stupid. Rogue getting a cure.
If it makes you feel any better, it's apparently not permanent. So
no, it doesn't. It doesn't make me feel better. It's the fact that she went and got it. Just be you. I get it. You can't have sex. Great. Sorry if that's all you're looking for. Or you can't kiss your boyfriend. You've kissed him already. You can kiss him again.
I feel like there's ways around it.
You can't. You can get the poison ivy lips.
Condoms.
Easy. You get the little Batman Forever lips.
Yeah. Ugh.
Perfect.
Yeah, you use a shitty gimmick and then it works. And then you...
What do you want to do? Do you want to tongue them down? Like, I don't understand. Like, because they did kiss already. They kissed in the last movie. So what do you want?
Yeah, they kissed briefly and then went in for more and he almost died. So
right, I get that, but you want more.
Yeah.
But in this movie, she's like, I just want to kiss my boyfriend. Kiss him. We know that nothing happens to him if you kiss him, and then don't a little peck, and you're good. In and out, baby. In and out.
That's what she said.
Same. Don't leave it in. Just.
You will die.
So.
You will die.
Same. But yeah. It doesn't make me feel any better that if there was an X4, she would still have her dumbass powers. She's a liability.
What if
she's Mary Jane?
What if in X4
she had better powers?
Yeah, like the cure wore off.
Yes.
The cure wore off, and she was like, "Oh shit, I can fly, and I got super strength, sugar."
If she talked like that and was better,
that was better.
Yeah, give me a whole different actress. You're absolutely correct. I would eat it up.
That cure wore off, and I'm completely different.
From the moment it touches the tip of my tongue, like I'm there for Rogue. Comic,
but not this
cartoon accurate Rogue.
Yeah,
not this one. Anna Paquin's trash.
There were rumors that Rogue is going to be the villain in the next Captain Marvel movie. I'll believe it when I see it. But that is a rumor that I saw a while ago and have not seen anything else about since. I don't think it's accurate.
Let's do it.
But I know I'm not going to be mad at it.
If that introduces mutants,
something has to at some point.
Because here's my thing.
I'm not saying. I was talking. Oh, sorry. No, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was talking about this with people at work the other day. I don't need all of them to be introduced in one movie.
No, and I hope not.
Because like,
I want X-Men MCU.
Yes.
I don't care about the old shit.
Yes.
Wolverine's not coming back.
And if he does,
Hugh Jackman's not coming through the door.
If he does, since Wolverine's such a big character, do a Wolverine movie.
Either way, that's fine.
And then do like other movies,
an X-Men movie.
Maybe do an X-Men movie, but like introduce them in other things if you want to, and then have like do like Avengers style. Because
but here's the thing:
Black Widow didn't get her own. Hawkeye and Black Widow didn't get their own movies right away, but they were in the Avengers. Yeah. Hulk didn't have like his own movie in the MCU, but he was in the Avengers. They could be in other things, and then like throw them all together in a big movie.
To be fair, Incredible Hulk is part of the MCU technically.
I know, but like Mark Ruffalo's Hulk didn't have like his own movie. Is more what I meant.
Here's my thing though, since Marvel doesn't usually flub, I expect that to happen, right? My point is, I don't really need them all. I need a teaser. I need a Venom at the end of Spider-Man. I need Blade at the end of Eternals. That's what I need. And so I need like a Wolverine, or if Rogue wants to be the villain, I'm game. You gotta give her a backstory though that makes fucking sense. And I'm here for it. But I need her to be good at some point. How does that happen?
Yeah.
So I don't really care about the Wolverine being whatever. I better get a fucking Gambit. And it better not be fucking Channing Tatum.
Oh, he's sad about it though.
See, get
Be
over
nice.
it. I'm sad about my life. Get over it. Ain't nobody want to hear that.
Yeah. And I'm not a big time successful actor who went on to do many other things that people like and praise.
Same.
But his life got ruined.
Because you know what? Gambit isn't a dancer, and that's Channing Tatum's old name.
And you know whose fucking favorite X-Man is Gambit? Everybody, because Gambit's fucking cool. Sorry, you didn't corner the market on being a Gambit fan and then being bummed when your movie got canceled. Because you were really bummed when your movie got canceled. A lot of people were probably fucking relieved that they didn't have to see your dumbass playing Gambit.
I didn't even think that it was going to be a movie because they announced it, and I was like, "Well, that's not going to get made."
You were right.
As soon as I saw it, I was like, I was trying to wrap my head around it. I was like, Channing Tatum was Gambit. Channing Tatum was Gambit. Took me a minute. I was like, that doesn't work. As somebody who casts actors, that doesn't work. I was like, that's not going to see the light of day. And I knew it. I knew it was going to come out.
I could not tell you who I would cast to play Gambit, but he would not be on the list.
Because why would you start, and I love Gambit. Why would you start an MCU movie with Gambit? When Wolverine has been shown to get you all the money. Because that's all it's about.
Yeah. besides his own franchise of movies, like he has been in every X-Men movie in some form or another.
And that's what I'm saying. We see,
and he's the star. And he's the star of most of them
and
that he's in. Here's
the thing about the MCU. As much as they like making movies, they also like making money.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what?
They do both.
They were like, there's already been one Spider-Man. There's already been two Spider-Man. Let's go for a third.
Yeah.
Why would they go from Wolverine and then be like, let's shelve that? Because everybody's being hypothetical on who's going to play him, from Tom Hardy to Clint Eastwood's son, Scott Eastwood or whatever. They're like, these are all the people who's going to play Wolverine. Let's not talk about that movie, and let's start with Channing Tatum, the prolific actor, as a Cajun car dealer.
Yeah.
No, sorry.
Yeah.
As soon as I was like, that's not going to get made.
I'm good on it.
Stop fucking with me.
Yeah.
I was like, you proposed that, and they were like, you're an idiot. So yeah, I don't know what we were talking about, but
dislikes.
Yeah, I did all my rogues.
Okay. I have one more dislike. I think I said it in the last one and possibly the first one. The suits. They're X-Men suits.
Yeah.
I don't care for them. I don't think they look terrible.
Mm-hmm.
But if, and I know this is before MCU and before the DC movies and everything, but it's after all the Superman movies they made back in the fucking day. If Superman could have his bright ass fucking blue, red, and yellow suit, and everyone knows it's Superman, and no one's like, oh, look at his dumb fucking colorful suit, why can't these characters get some color in their fucking outfits? Everybody wears black. I know they dress it up in this one because Kitty Pryde got some pink piping on the outfit, and Iceman got some blue piping on the outfit, and Wolverine had some yellow. That's not doing it for me. Let me tell you.
I agree. Not great. I think I would have liked Cyclops more if he had on the blue and yellow.
Yeah, because honestly, the person with the most like comic accurate costume in all these movies is fucking Magneto.
Yeah.
And
Charles, he had the wheelchair.
And Charles, yeah. And honestly, best fucking X-Men outfit in this movie for me is Beast.
Or Phoenix.
Because yeah. And it's not even comic accurate for Beast, or like cartoon accurate for Beast. He usually had like a little fucking Speedo or some trunks on or something. Mm-hmm. And prior to his blueness, he used to have like a almost full body fucking suit. Yeah. But I thought it looked good, and it was like kind of green, kind of yellow. It was a little more colorful than everyone's just fucking plain black leather jumpsuits. Storm had like a little silver in the cape, and I know she's had black outfits in the comics.
Yeah.
And I think like her first comic outfit was like black and white, and she had like a scepter at some point.
Yeah.
But come on, like everybody knows how these fucking characters I don't want to say should, but like can look and have looked, and they come out so fucking like just drab. Flat. Yeah, they look like they're going to a fucking funeral.
Facts.
They've got everywhere to go, and they're not dressed up. It's the opposite.
That was literally like, okay.
Yeah.
He did that over.
And then you get to like the Spider-Man movies, red and blue all the way, or red and black, or red and something. Iron Man, suits are there, a million fucking suits. Captain America always has a blue fucking suit with a big dumb fucking star in the middle. Captain Marvel suit changed all kinds of colors in her fucking movie before it was red and blue.
Ragnarok.
Everybody had like so many different looks and outfits, and I know this is before MCU, but like we saw how it did work. So hopefully when we get X-Men in the future, or when we get mutants in the future, hopefully we get some fucking good looking outfits. And I don't know why it bothers me so much, but it does.
Because you like what you like. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I guess.
Now here's the thing. Off topic. How many movies does Marvel have to mess up for you to stop waiting for more MCU movies?
What do you mean?
Like if they messed up a movie, like, oh, this was terrible. Like if they started making DC movies, like if they started going that route, started being trash, how many movies would it take you to be like, you know what, okay, it was a good run, but we're done?
More than a few, because it would probably also start depending on what characters were in the movies.
That's fair.
Because if there's like a movie that's kind of so-so with like a character that I really like and they're really cool in it, I'd probably keep watching them.
That's what I was thinking too. I was like, man, they would probably have to. We would have to go to like 5 movies or 6.
For as much as as much as I've enjoyed everything they've done so far, they would have to really start fucking up for me to be like, you know what?
I agree.
I'm out.
I agree.
Because it's been what, like 13 years of movies and shows and everything, and for me, the ones that have been
It's been good so
okay
So good.
are still pretty good.
So good so far.
Like the lowest tier ones, like Thor and
Captain America 1.
first Captain America.
Ooh.
Like even those ones are still like pretty good.
Facts.
So like I still enjoyed them. There's compared to everything else out there, it's not even fair.
I have one more dislike, and then I got a question for you. Professor X dying. I didn't like it.
That's fair.
I get it. I always thought he was a ghost in a cartoon anyway. So I was like, oh, he's about to be a ghost. Then somebody told me he wasn't a ghost, and I was like, oh, whatever. So then I didn't like it. That aside. They had a thing on Twitter, best trilogy. It was one we always talk about.
Yeah.
Thor, Captain America, Iron Man. Then they added Spider-Man.
It's not Thor.
It's definitely not Thor.
And for me, it's not Iron Man either.
Definitely not Iron Man either. So that's the. Here's my thing. Let me tell you what I think. You tell me what you think.
I still think it's Captain America.
I do too. As much as I love No Way Home, I would have to watch it again to be fair. Winter Soldier, is just ooh.
And then Civil War, which introduces Spider-Man
and Black
into
Panther.
the MCU and Black Panther and brings back Ant-Man.
There's so much.
Come on. I mean, it's close. I'm not going to say like it's like a fucking blowaway or anything.
No.
I mean, because you can drop Thor and Iron Man out of that conversation immediately.
Facts,
Nothing against Iron Man, this trilogy, because Thor's trilogy really doesn't pick up until the third one. But I think it's Captain America for me still.
It's gotta be.
Because as much as I did enjoy all the Spider-Man movies, I also really enjoy all the Captain America movies. And I know we just said like the first Avenger one's just kind of like meh. It's still really good.
Homecoming is good. Far From Home is really fucking good. No Way Home is fucking amazing. Winter Soldier, is just. It might be my favorite, if not top 3.
That's fair. And I've long said that I think Civil War might be my favorite MCU movie for a long time. So.
You have. To be fair, Infinity War is top 3.
Yes.
And I think No Way Home might be top 3. And I would have to watch it again, though.
I can't diss my boy Chris Evans like that. Because nothing against Tom Holland and Spider-Man. He's great.
Yeah.
But Chris Evans, come on.
He's going for the Oscar this year. I mean,
he's a pretty good actor. He's killed it in everything that I've seen him in.
Yeah, facts.
Even when he was the Human Torch.
Even when he was a human
he
eater.
Was not the worst part of that movie.
The baby eater.
He was, as Captain America, kills it. As Ransom Drysdale, kills it.
Literally.
As fucking Casey Jones, kills it. Mm-hmm. Even though we don't see him, we know he's there.
Yeah.
Kills it.
Facts.
As Lucas Lee, kills it.
Literally. Yeah.
It's gonna be 2 clicks. Me hanging up on you, me pulling the trigger. And then he hangs up the phone with a gun. Great.
Amazing.
But yeah, I think it's Captain America.
Hey, you. He's talking to me? And he had snot in his nose?
Yeah, I think I saw that meme also. I forget if it was on Facebook or Twitter. I was like, It's between Captain America and Spider-Man. And like, it's close. It's close, but I think it's... And maybe because Captain America's movies have been around longer, so they're like a little more nostalgic for me.
And I've seen Winter Soldier, countless times.
But No Way Home, man. Like, No Way Home almost tipped it.
That's the only way.
But like, I need
to see it again.
Because I really like Far From Home.
Far From Home is great.
I really like
Jake Gyllenhaal did an amazing
Mysterio was great.
Did we watch the only one? Of course we did. I was like, did we watch it?
Yeah.
Stupid.
But yeah, I still think it's Captain America's trilogy.
Winter Soldier.
Or I should say Chris Evans' Captain America trilogy.
That's fair. Winter Soldier kind of just... Because that introduced Falcon.
Mm-hmm.
And the Nazis.
Yeah.
Fury died. Came back.
Bucky
died and came back. And it was just some great fight. The fight scene. The knife scene. When they were caught the knife off the... I was like, okay, I get it, guys. I get it, girls. I get it. Yeah. I was like, I've seen it. Sebastian Stan, who is Tommy Lee. I don't know if you saw that.
I did see that.
I was like, what?
I don't know how I feel about that show.
It's stupid, but the girl looks just like her, exactly like her to me, and I didn't know that was Sebastian Shaw until like the third time I watched the trailer.
I have no plans to watch it.
I'm definitely not gonna watch it.
I just think it seems weird to make a show about something that
a sex tape?
About like Pamela Anderson is like upset about it. She's like, I don't think she like authorized anyone to make a show about her. And she's like, this is not a thing that I ever wanted to have brought up in my life again. And you guys are going to make a fucking TV show out of it.
Did she not benefit from it?
She's not in it.
Not the TV show, the sex tape.
I mean, she might have, but
she was the first one to ever sell it. Like, she got money from it.
But I don't know. I don't think it's a thing that she like looks back on with pride.
Turn back into money. I don't like that. You can't, and that it's just like Harrison Ford. You can't be mad at what you did and being like, "Oh, I didn't like it," but then continue to profit off of it. Then don't profit from it, because that was like the first sex tape that ever sold, like went viral. Like that was the first thing that ever like. And they were selling it too. Like they were selling it.
Wait, they were?
Yes, they got money from that. They got Pamela Anderson was on Baywatch. That sex tape came out. She became like America's fucking sweetheart after that. She was in like every movie after that. She was on all the TV shows. She blew the fuck up.
Oh yeah,
because of the sex tape. Not from her acting.
Definitely not. But I didn't know she like embraced the whole thing.
You can't blow up and not embrace it. Because if you keep going on TV shows like, oh, I don't want to talk about it, then people are gonna be like, okay, well then forget you. Okay.
Yeah, they probably just stopped having her on TV.
Yeah.
Because if they keep bringing you on, they're going to keep asking you about it.
It's like the Kim K sex tape.
Which we have seen.
So yeah, exactly. So like the Kim K sex tape, everyone's like, oh, she will never say she's embarrassed by it. Why? Because she fucking sold it. Her mom made her sell it. That's how they became like that. They were already rich, but that's how she became a household name from the sex tape. So, and guess what? The men, and I don't care about it because I'm not like speaking for men, but like the men never benefit because no one gives a fuck about them, which is fair because I don't care about Ray J, don't care about Tommy Lee, but the women benefited more. And to say that you're ashamed of it, I think you should give back the money.
To be fair, if there was a video of me having sex, I wouldn't be looking at me.
Same. Also, same. Yeah. So that's my thing. Like I get the whole TV show or whatever. Yeah. But you know, probably why she's upset because she's not benefiting from it anymore. But the thing is, though, I don't know. Just you benefited from it. What are you upset about?
That's fair.
Harrison Ford benefited from Star Wars. Did he not?
By choice.
What do you mean?
I mean, like he didn't leak. Like no one leaked.
Right.
Harrison Ford. Oh,
he auditioned for it.
Have you heard this movie called Star Wars? There's this guy Harrison Ford in it, and then his career took off.
He's a pretty good actor and a pretty good skater. Yeah. And hey, we saw you in Star Wars. You want to be in Indiana Jones? Okay.
Yeah.
You want to be
at the time? Yes.
Air Force One? Okay.
Yes.
You want to be part of the Tom Clancy people? Clear Present Danger? Yes. Guess what happens if he wasn't in Star Wars? None of that.
Fair.
I hate people, man. Don't listen. You got to embrace what happened to you. Whether you think it's a mistake or not, that's fine. But you can't be mad. Like, you can't just be like, oh, man, if I hadn't did that, you wouldn't be where you are.
That's the point there.
It's like, sucks to suck. But don't sell your sex tape if you don't want to benefit from it.
See, I didn't know about that aspect of it. I didn't know she was like all... I don't know if she was all about it at the time, but...
Because here's my thing. If she didn't benefit from it, how did she become such a big name? Acting? No. The first blonde actress with fake boobs? I doubt that too. So then why did she become famous? It's got to be the sex tape. There's nothing else.
So I'm guessing that probably led to the Playboy everything. Yeah.
Weird. Either way, maybe I'm wrong.
That's its own thing.
Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think I am. Whatever. Yeah.
How do we get on that anyway?
Sebastian Stan. Sebastian Shaw.
Sebastian Shaw.
Yeah.
I think that's
Wait, is that his name?
Sebastian Stan.
Oh, it is Sebastian Stan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where's
Sebastian Shaw, I'm pretty sure, is
Kevin Bacon.
Kevin Bacon's character in X-Men
Yeah, I think
First
you're
Class.
right.
It all comes back around.
Next movie, First Class.
Yeah. Well, wait, did we decide we were doing X-Men First Class?
We
or were we doing
didn't
X-Men
really
Origins
decide, but
Wolverine?
it doesn't matter.
It'll be one. It'll be a movie.
It's gonna be. I'm sorry. It's gonna be something with X-Men in the title.
Yes.
Just to let you know.
Not X2.
Or X4.
One of them doesn't have X-Men in the title, and the other one also doesn't have X-Men in the title, but also doesn't exist.
Was that all your dislikes?
Yes.
That was all mine. Slushie Meter.
Okay.
X-Men. Last Stand. I'm gonna give it a 4.
Same.
All the things I disliked the same 2 characters for all 3 movies. So
Consistency.
always, baby.
It's key.
Always. Professor X dying wasn't that big of a drawback for me. And that was pretty much my dislikes. So as far as I liked it. I liked all the mutants. I liked the Easter eggs. I liked a lot of shit.
Yeah.
It made me feel good when I watch it, and it makes me feel good when I just watched it. And I was like, yeah, this is good.
Yeah, same. 4 for me also. Because the only thing I disliked, I think, was the suits, which I don't think I liked any other ones either. But, you know, I'm not a fucking wardrobe person in movies or in anything or in life. I barely have a fucking wardrobe in my real life.
Unless it looks good.
Exactly. And these didn't look bad, but they could look better.
Same.
And it's not enough to impact my score much. And then the Juggernaut. Also
Fair.
not enough to impact my score that much.
Fair.
Because X2 might be the best one out of the 3, but this one might be my favorite out of the 3.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Because I forget, I might have said X2 might have been my favorite. I forget if I said that in the last one. I'm pretty sure I said it was like probably the best out of the 3. X3 is probably my favorite out of the 3.
It's because of Beast.
Yeah, honestly, because it can a movie can be not the best one out of it, but it can be my favorite.
Fair.
Be like Return of the Jedi is my favorite of the original trilogy of Star Wars, but like Empire is like widely seen as the best one.
I don't know which one is which.
Empire is the second one. Return of the Jedi, yes.
6. Okay.
Return of the Jedi is one where with the Ewoks and Yoda dies.
That was terrible.
Yeah, but I like it more. It's just fun.
Yeah, you did like it. Mine was terrible.
I did like it. I still like it more.
Hate the fucking Ewoks.
And this one is
You know what I like? The little other creatures on Tatooine.
the Jawas.
They're so funny. They're hilarious.
They can get you anything.
And they had that monster on top of their thing.
Yeah.
The monster skull. Yeah. They were beasts. That show. Irresponsible. That's the greatest. Sorry, I interrupted you.
No. 4 is all around.
4 is all around.
And this one's probably my favorite one.
X4 is all around.
It's just the most fun. It's got my favorite character in it from like the team.
Rogue.
No.
To be fair, I knew when I first saw this back in, not this one, but all of them back in 2000, that Rogue was trash. I was like, this is not the buxom beauty that I thought was going to be in this show.
They betrayed you.
To be fair, I was a horny 13-year-old, and Rogue looked amazing. And then when I saw Anna Paquin, it was like I gave her a hug, and I was like, "You." I didn't think she was gonna be that bony.
Rogue did look a certain way in the animated series, and she did not look that way in these movies.
She thick. She could have been a Pixar mom for all that I care. She had a little belt, like, but it hung down. Let me stop.
Don't let me start on those Pixar moms. I mean, we can go all night.
Maybe.
This is getting out of hand.
Way out of hand. I was already getting out of hand. I was trying to get more out of hand, but we stopped. No, I saw a TikTok video of a picture of Pixar mom, the Incredible Miss Incredible, Elastigirl, in like in Disneyland world, whatever. Like, so it was like a fake suit, whatever. They had padding around.
That ass padding.
Yes. Because the TikTok was
those
like,
proportions are not.
Why is she so
proportions
thick?
are not realistic because it has to be accurate to the characters.
It does.
Apparently, that's a big thing in like Disney with the people in their suits. Like they're only allowed to like say and like do certain gestures and things. And I was like,
Yeah, because you get fired if you don't.
I guess if you're gonna be Elastigirl, that ass better be fat, or you're gonna get padded, or you're gonna get fired.
That's fair. During Christmas, TikTok was all about the Grinch videos, and the Grinch. I don't know if he's Disney or not, but he was somewhere, and they had somebody dressed up as a Grinch, and his whole thing was just ripping people a new one. Like,
I think I saw some of those.
He's like, you came with your mom? Ugh. Like, he was just like his whole thing, and it was, people were loving it. They're like, look what I'm wearing. He's like, hate it. Like, I was like, if that's Jim Carrey because he needs money, I'll accept it.
Jim Carrey didn't need the money. He just did Sonic.
But he would still do it, though. I feel like he would.
How would they know? How would any of us know?
Fair. I would know. I would know. Either way, that's enough talking about Rogue or somebody. That was...
Well, you won't see her again.
Never. Either way, they learned their lesson. I mean, but then they fucked up another character I like, so it was okay. So, and I like Jennifer Lawrence, but Mystique was trash. She was trash. She was big trash in the next one. She was whiny. Hated it. Be milk or be nothing. Either way. All right, that was X-Men: The Last Stand. 4's all around. Next movie, X-Men ... 5 dots? Yes. I don't know what we're seeing next.
It's definitely one movie or the other movie.
Yes, you are correct. Anything we missed for X-Men: The Last Stand?
I don't think so.
Anything you want to talk about?
It had a Stan Lee cameo, so I'm good.
Yeah. Is he in the First Class movies? He has to be.
I think he is.
He has to be.
I forget.
They go back to the 70s.
Is he in the Wolverine movies?
No. Also, I don't remember. I jumped out real quick with that. I don't know.
Well, we'll find out.
Oh, we will. Stay tuned. But yeah, that's gonna be it for us.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll be back next week. Last time on X-Men.
It's my childhood right there.
Listen, it's your current hood right now.
Honestly, yeah, I'm still I'm rewatching it. So I say rewatching it. Some of the shit I'm seeing for the first time because reruns.
See, it's funny because I don't remember the first couple X-Men I watched, the first couple episodes, because like I was like, how come I don't remember Days of Future Past being like? I don't even think I knew what Days of Future Past was, honestly. And then I thought about it, I'm like, well, as a kid, I didn't check things out right at the first, like the first episode ever.
Yeah, I don't remember there being things like, series premiere of X-Men cartoon. It was just like, oh, what's that?
Yeah, it was just like, hey, turn it on, it's 4:30, and say, oh, X-Men's on. Okay.
Yeah.
I like it.
It was like afternoon, after school cartoons. It was never like, check out the new episode. It was like, hope you don't get a rerun.
That's exactly what happened.
Hope it's not the same one that played fucking last week because there's only like 6 episodes that we can show.
Yeah, and then Saturday morning was all reruns. Yeah. There were no new cartoons. So that's when I was watching, I was like, how come I don't remember this stuff? And how come this seems earlier than I do remember if I did remember it? And I was like, oh, because I didn't watch it in any kind of order. Yeah. Only thing I remember watching in order, Power Rangers.
Yup.
And no, not even Pokemon, honestly. Pokemon was way out of order. The cartoon?
I don't know if a lot of shows had shit played in order, because like when I was watching Ninja Turtles on TV, it was already in reruns, so they could show whatever the fuck they wanted whenever they wanted.
That's what I mean.
A lot of the shows I watched when I was a kid, like DuckTales. And first off, it didn't fucking matter because there was hardly like connecting storylines, and in most Saturday morning types cartoons, it never really, you almost never had to have seen the previous episode, unless we're talking about Xmen, Spider-Man, occasional Ninja Turtles.
And that's what I was telling you when I started watching it on Disney Plus. I was like, why does every episode seem like it runs together?
Yeah, and every episode is like to be continued.
Yeah,
and even if it doesn't say that, at the next episode it says previously on X-Men. And you're like, oh, this showed me like the last 4 fucking episodes broken down into like 30 seconds.
Because I feel like that's what happened when I was younger. Like, I'd be watching it, like, to be continued. And then I'll watch next week and it's like, this isn't what I thought.
Yeah, but even if you did watch it next week, it could have just been a completely fucking
That's what
different.
I mean. Like,
just
this
whatever
isn't
they
what
feel
I
like
thought
showing. It's like, oh, this is a time slot? No, just put a fucking infomercial there.
Same.
X-Men, what's that?
Same.
Show Full House or some shit. Trash.
You don't like Full House?
As a child, I probably loved it.
I would say rip to Danny Tanner.
Yeah. As a child, I think I did like Full House.
I loved it.
I don't think I could watch it now.
No, you can't. Half the shit that we watched back in the day, even X-Men, I was like, okay. I got a little too much for me. I was like, okay. I just was upset that Storm was being a little bitch. Hated it.
She gets a lot better as it goes.
I know she does. She has to. She was my favorite for the longest. Here's the thing. When I say my favorite, and we're talking about as a kid, I was just in love with these people. So just if I say it was my favorite and I was a child, I was in love. That's it. Simple and plain. I used to love Michelle, the Olsen twins. I was just in love. Simple. And then one of her friends came over. Way better. I was like, okay, I like her now. Who was she? She was in the Birds of Prey movie. The Scream chick. What was her name? Birds of Prey.
Black Canary.
Black Canary. She was on Full House. She was Michelle Tanner's friend. Immediately, I was like, love her. That's how I knew who she was because she's been in so many countless TV shows when I was younger. And I was like, let's go. Loved it. But yeah, I was like, okay. I was just in love with like any random chick. That's gotta work. Boy Meets World, Topanga. There it is.
That's fair.
Right. And now they're bringing all the shows back, and everybody's old. And I'll be like, oh, damn, that means I'm old. If they look old, that means I'm old. I probably don't look as old as they do, but hey. I stay out the sun. All right, guys. That's it for us. We will see you next week with X-Men, something else. Man, that's it. This has been Keith.
And Chris.
And we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Tomorrow.